For over a century, BMW has engineered the ultimate driving machine, creating the world-renowned feeling of sheer driving pleasure. With the BMW iX3, the company reimagined that experience for a new era. More intelligent, more dynamic, and more BMW than ever before. Behind every vehicle stands the BMW's global production network, the BMW iFactory. This manufacturing concept embodies efficiency, sustainability, and digitalization, paving the way for future-proof vehicle production. Building on a modern and powerful IT landscape, BMW continues to shape the future of mobility, translating its pioneering spirit into the digital realm. By harnessing the power of AI, automation, and cloud technologies, BMW is transforming its mainframe into a modern, scalable digital ecosystem, setting new standards for performance, efficiency, and innovation in the automotive industry, redefining the art of the possible together with AWS.
Please welcome to the stage Director of Customer Solutions and Migrations at AWS, Sree Ratnasinghe, and Vice President of Transformation Programs at BMW Group, Frank Uslaub.
Frank, welcome.
Nice to be here, thank you.
So, BMW and AWS have been co-innovating on this journey to a modern IT landscape for some time. So Frank, love to hear a bit about your role, your mission, and this journey that you've been on.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So digitalization is one of our focus topics and of course a key enabler to produce such great and innovative cars. So we have been working together with AWS since more than 10 years on innovative topics like the Alexa Assistant or our BMW Cloud Data Hub. We are now in the middle of a group-wide cloud transformation, which is the primary mission of my organization. And for us, it's not just an IT upgrade, but it's really a strategic decision to accelerate innovation, to increase flexibility, and to unlock the full potential of data and AI.
That's a fascinating vision, to unlock that full potential of data and AI across the company. Now, BMW has a storied history, over 100 years old. How does that impact your IT landscape?
We are quite proud of a very modern IT landscape, supporting core processes like engineering, production, and customer experience with AI. So we have more than 600 productive AI use cases running in our business. But like any other big company, we also have some legacy. And we also have some legacy systems. So typically, these kind of systems have been in use for a longer time. And typically, there was no significant need for change. So obviously, you cannot migrate them easily to the cloud. So far, we kept them on-premise.
That's an interesting challenge. Like you've got this mix of the core processes infused with AI, 600 use cases. That's amazing. And you've got your legacy systems. So what changed, Frank, that made transforming the migration one of your strategic focus topics?
Yeah, when we started to explore agentic AI use cases in our processes, we saw great opportunity for embedding more intelligence in some of these processes, especially in areas where we also have some legacy systems. And for us, there's a huge potential of automated end-to-end workflows and smarter decisions. But there's no chance of implementing that in a mainframe environment. So far, it was also quite one of the biggest challenges in IT to actually migrate away from a mainframe system. But here, AWS is a big game changer for us. So AI became for us both, on one hand, a driver, and on the other hand, also an enabler.
That's a fascinating shift to think about AI both becoming a driver for that need to modernize so you can build agentic workflows, and also enabling and accelerating that transformation. Now, what were the biggest challenges with getting off the mainframe, and how did you sequence your approach with us?
I would say it's the typical challenges that come with a monolithic architecture, and I know that most of the people in the audience know what that really means. You have a lot of interdependencies on the mainframe, which means it's really difficult to isolate single applications and also to migrate single applications without causing a ripple effect. So, and on the other hand, there's really a lack of proper documentation or even test cases. So some of these systems evolved over a long time with no or just a minimal or quite outdated documentation. So where we started with was, first of all, analyzing our applications and then defining our migration patterns. Some of the applications we could quite easily migrate, and we find easily patterns to replace it with existing template solutions. But for the remaining applications, we first started with analyzing further the dependencies and then started with decoupling the data. That gave us already a good indication where to start with and how to break things into smaller pieces with less dependencies.
And what's really interesting about that is this dependency mapping and analysis is often the most complex aspect of migrating off the mainframe, and you found this way to make it better. Now, this co-innovation partnership with Transform has been 6 months in the making. Can you share with our audience what are some of the specific capabilities you focused on with us?
Yeah, we saw, first of all, huge potential in understanding and visualizing these kind of dependencies and creating, again, a documentation based on the actual code, which was not there yet. Yeah. But of course, everything around testing, like Asa mentioned, is something where we have a huge potential. And it started from test case generation based on extracting business rules to test data creation or even automated testing. So that's what we focused on before we also looked at some of the code improvements. So as a next step, we are currently working with the Reforge capabilities to optimize our coding and even make it easier to maintain it in the future, also for software engineers who have not been in touch with any legacy application. And we see a big progress on that.
That's great, because what I hear as well from many customers is getting the code not only moved, but in line with their enterprise standards, Java standards, making it more readable is very critical for success. So that's great. So how did you implement these migrations with Transform within your organization and your team?
Yeah. So our ambition is to do these migrations with the same quality, precision, and efficiency as building cars. So what we did, we built something up, what we called our migration factory, which is a team of experts with the right mindset and skills, supported and enabled by the AI capabilities of AWS Transform. And they do the migration together with the product teams. For us, that's a huge advantage, since we can take the load away from the product teams and they can really concentrate on creating value for our business. But on the other hand, we have our factory team, which can learn with every migration and can provide valuable feedback for further improvements of AWS Transform. So while we still need an engineer in the loop at the moment for these transformations, we clearly see that the manual effort is going down, and that's really amazing to see that.
That's amazing indeed to think about. Now, let's talk about results from the transformation. What are some of the outcomes that you're seeing?
Yeah, it's definitely all about speed and all about effort reduction. So what took us 10 days in the past, like test case creation for even smaller application, can now be done within a couple of hours, even including validation. We started with the ramp-up of our factory just a couple of months ago with some smaller applications, and we now have the confidence, after we implemented them, that we can work on the bigger ones. So that's a big progress for us.
That is a very significant progress. So if we reflect on what you said, that's 10 days for test case creation to hours. That's over a 75% time and efficiency savings. So Frank, what else is different now with Transform?
So I mentioned that we are much faster, but what has changed as well that we also have reduced the risks. So if you look at the opportunities from automated test case generation, that also leads to another improvement. It leads to a much more increased test coverage. So in one of our cases, even by 60%. In the past, when test cases have been created manually, some of the special variants have been missed, later causing issues in production. That cannot happen with an automated creation based on business rules extractions, based on the actual source code. And that we are able to do it and that we are able to get that test coverage also helps us to create much more trust on the business side in order that they believe that we can master these transformations.
And that's a great risk reduction and coverage. What else does this mean, Frank, for BMW and your teams in practical terms?
Yeah, while ramping up our factory, we have been able already to migrate 7 applications. And we have been able to do that without adding additional resources into our product teams, so they can really fully concentrate on creating business value.
So 7 applications in just 6 months. That's pretty unheard of in the mainframe world. And it sounds like you're also seeing that the application owners can really now go and focus on the business topics and not have to worry about spending cycles on the mainframe. That's great. Now, how do you bring teams and developers on the ground with you along this journey?
Well, being part of a team that solves one of the biggest challenges in IT, and I really think the mainframe migration is one of these big challenges, is something which actually motivates our team members a lot. And using AWS Transform to find smarter and much more automated ways for mainframe migration is a huge benefit. So the teams can, in our approach, bring in their ideas and explore opportunities in a very much experimentation culture, which helps us also to get the best results, and that creates as well a great spirit.
A culture of true innovation. So what's next in terms of scaling this migration factory company-wide?
Yeah, we currently extending our factory, which is supported by our DevOps hub in South Africa, with some more colleagues from our DevOps hub in India, and we call it like compared to manufacturing approach, setting up a second assembly line. So what does it mean? It will help us to parallelize much more than we could do in the past, and also to work on some very specific technical challenges, and to further innovate to use the full potential of AI. Our ambition is to shorten our transformation timeline by at least 12 months, and I'm pretty sure we're going to make it.
This is manufacturing precision meeting AI transformation, and it's a repeatable model enabled by AWS Transform across industries. Frank, thank you for sharing this incredible journey with us.
Thank you.